Welcome back to Gin Reviews from South Florida. Corktown, Detroit gin today. That's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna try to stay in this accent as long as I can. This is my best Cockney accent.
Some gin with me, come on in.
The reason I'm doing a Cockney accent is because of this right here. I know all you UK people are probably squirming right now, and I'm sorry about that, but when I think of Cockney, I think of Michael Caine, and I just try to, from the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Bob Cratchit.
Yeah, he had a very Cockney accent in that one, didn't he? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying things out here. Anywho, today we're going to be doing this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous bottle of 2 James Old Cockney Gin. The most curious thing is it's not made anywhere in England. It is made right here in the States, in the good old Michigan and Corktown, Michigan. Barrel-aged, American style, new oak, which I just used. Actually, I went on a little walk around the neighborhood here and picked up a lot of young oak, which is great for barbecue. And here in Florida, we don't have many hardwood trees that we could use, for smoking purposes. We're gonna go and show you the bottle here. So this coin right here, that is, every bottle gets a distinct and different coin, which is pretty cool. I mean, for someone that drinks a lot of gin, yeah, I definitely am gonna save this, and then if this gin lives up to what I've read, then I will definitely get another bottle of this. This was a Tennessee purchase. Again, the great Elixir Spirits in Spring Hill, Tennessee. Go see Tarek. Make sure you tell him that Joe sent you, and I'm sure he can get you a bottle of this for maybe 20 if you want. Old Cockney is a contemporary style gin crafted from a base of organic winter wheat. The botanical blend of coriander, orange peel provide nice floral and citrus aromas and flavors, which are balanced by spice from black peppercorns and earthy elements from orris root, angelica root, and Genetian root. I like that. Our gin possesses heavy juniper. I like that. But pine notes serve as an undertone in the flavor profile. The result is a dry, smooth gin with a unique but harmonious balance of flavors, a true cocktail connoisseur's gin. Now, what I just read to you was the original gin lineup, which is what they used for this, but they took this a little bit further and they aged this in new oak, American new oak barrels, and they aged it for at least 6 months. That has to be for what they want to claim on the bottle here. I know that. Like this. Now this channel here, I stated this before. Everything gin. I do everything gin, and I don't shy away from barrel aged gin. I love barrel aged gin. I didn't like it in the beginning, and I'm actually kind of kicking myself because I was up in barrel-aged country, up in Tennessee, where everything was barrel-aged. Might not have been in gin, but, whiskey, bourbon, that's all barrel-aged. And they're doing the same thing with gin now, which I love. Most distillers that make whiskey and bourbon, they have to wait. In between, when they first start up, they're gonna put out something flavorful and delicious, and that's why they go with gin. In the States here, I try to show off the best of our abilities. I know that in the UK, a lot of people over there, they don't see us as a gin producing country. But you have to look in on what we've done on this modern craze. I mean, really, from what I've started, from this channel, from the beginning, if you watch the very beginning episodes, I just did London Dries. I love London Dry gin. I didn't know anything about this. The barrel-aged gins, it's so amazing. The nuance, the flavors, the profile that it picks up from the smoke and from the wood. And really, when you think about it, we're all descendants from the way that we became who we are. We put smoke and fire and we put it to meat. And it changed the profile of the meat to make the enzymes work in our brains, to make us smart and bigger. And it kind of carries out in this kind of a way. London, I give you your props. I give you Ireland, I definitely give you your props. I give you Spain. Spain with their gins, unbelievable. But when you come here, when you come to the States, and you have something that's this amazing, that we took from the old country and we brought into the new and made into this kind of a product, you have to respect that. Don't knock it until you try it, right? The old saying. The first martini was the Martinez, and after the Martinez became the Martini, and after the Martini became the Green Apple Martini, and I don't even want to talk about that. When you make a Martinez, you're going to use barreled aged, and I mean, you have to. I found barreled aged gin with sweet vermouth and a little bit of orange. Oh my God, that is smoked. That is caught into this spirit. I mean, that's what it's all about, really, when you think about it, right? Really cool. If you ever get to Lynchburg, Tennessee, which I have done 3 times, you have to go. It's a dry county, which sucks because you can't really enjoy the cocktails or the spirits right there at the distillery, but if you just go about 2 miles down the road, there's this really cool spot where everyone kind of gets together and they all enjoy Jack Daniels, because Jack Daniels is what made Lynchburg Lynchburg. It's amazing. I mean, I know it's a tangent on a tangent, but let's get back to this. All right, there's a little thing on the back here, not that little, and I'm gonna read it to you right now. Distilled and bottled locally in Corktown, Detroit. That are probably thinking I'm butchering your heritage or whatever. I'm not. I'm just paying tribute. Hello, me old chinners. What say we pop round the jack? I'll stand you some 2 James needle. Just mind your apples at the Mickey. Don't want to make or wake the trouble, do we? That's exactly what it says as the story. What does that mean? I have no idea. You might have to go ask Bobby Freeman on that. He might be able to cue you in. The James is located in Corktown, Detroit, and is the first licensed distillery in Detroit since Prohibition. I know. I apologize for everyone here in the States about Prohibition. It was a horrible, horrible decision, and many people got murdered over it, and a lot of other businesses, kind of like NASCAR, opened up after it. But you know what? It was a stupid, stupid idea, and we never should have done it. 2 James uses locally sourced ingredients with the sole aim of revitalizing the community and reinforcing the craft product movement. 2 James is more than just a product or a gimmick. It is born from the belief that family, friends, and community are the most essential part of life. And when I read that today, yeah. I wanted to take a minute out of this review just to go over something that has happened in my personal life that I don't often talk about on this show. My daughter Sarah was involved in a major car accident. My daughter has 2 of the greatest...
Did I just catch you guys going into the cupboards?
Boys. The greatest grandkids one could ever ask for. They were in this accident as well. And my heart dropped into my stomach. And in a split second, my world changed into fear and devastation, panic, grief. And the light that they had shown had dimmed. After surgery, Sarah, she pulled through. And she's doing amazing. She is one of the toughest people I know on this earth. And the boys, thank God, through suffering and shock and fear, after being pulled out of this wreck, they're doing well. Like I said, I don't often get into family business on this gin review channel. The day I was filming this review, this happened. And I don't know. Coincidence? Sure. I mean, I love them so much. And I just want everyone to just kind of get a glimpse into what has been going on. And I'm definitely gonna make you one of these. I mean, there's not a lot. I mean, there's some information out there on their website. You'd really have to get in there and message maybe, which I did, the master distiller to try to get the botanical list, which he did divulge, and I appreciate that 100%. Anywho, right now we're going back to Corktown, Michigan, and we are at 45.5%, if I didn't mention that before. Let's do the honors, the tradition here. Oh, I like this one. Look at this. Easy peasy. Nice. See, I love it when they think about me when they do that. No one else does. Alright, there is a cork in here. There's a cork in here. You know what that means, right? We gotta do the whole spiel and pop the cork and make sure it sounds good and all that. You ready? I'm ready. Okay, well that was pathetic. Oh yeah. Right away. Look at the color on this guy, huh? Wow. It is so beautifully clean and perfect amber. It's the perfect amber color that only comes about sitting in a barrel for 6 months. One of the botanicals that they don't mention is the oak. I mean, that's exactly what we're looking at right now. You know what helps too? I just smoked that chicken that I was talking about, and I have on me, the smoke clings to my body. Usually that's what happens here in South Florida, because when you walk outside, you are immediately sweating, like you're dripping water. And smoke and water, they get along really well. And that's what's going on. And I am picking up the subtle notes of the juniper and the beautiful undertone smokiness of this. I can right away. Up in Albany, right outside of Troy, there's a dinosaur barbecue, and there's one in Brooklyn, and there's one, I believe, in Jersey, down South Jersey. And so my ex-wife and I, we used to go and get barbecue all the time. This right here reminds me of walking into that barbecue joint. The smell, and they had loud music, and it was blues and rock, and you know, I never went there and didn't have a good time. This is like a really nice bourbon on the smokiness. The juniper is there, but it is down, and it is underneath everything else I'm smelling from the wood and the smoke, right? Salud. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Not only... Oh, the burn. Oh, the burn. Oh, I've been looking for something to burn me this way, and this is perfect. Okay. There's like this vanilla note, a smoky vanilla note right away. As you're inhaling and bring the liquid like right here, just into the front part of the palate before it gets into the back. You taste this juniper vanilla smokiness. As I sipped, and then as I inhaled through the nose and exhaled out through the mouth, I tasted the orris, I tasted the citrus, I tasted that juniper, and that smoke continued. Neat shot of a barreled aged gin You can't go wrong with this. That was outstanding. All right, so I have my mixing glass here. 2 ounces of this sweet vermouth from Italy. If you're gonna get sweet vermouth, you better get it from Italy, because you better go out there and get the best one. Angostura is one of my favorites. Now, I also love Fee Brothers, and I also love Regan's. So we're gonna just kind of stir it around just like that. Now, you want your ice to have, you don't want super hard, really cold ice for this. I mean, you could start off like that, but make sure that you let your liquid sit in the cup there for at least 2-3 minutes so you get some dilution. You want some water in your cocktail just for the body of the ice cubes into it. You want to have a clean pour, just like that. I say, salute, eh? Smokiness of this gin mixed with that Antica, the sweet vermouth. Really good, guys. You guys did a phenomenal job. I mean, I could see myself having a few of these cocktails at the end of a day, maybe at the start of a day, who knows. Now, I was talking about the chicken that I smoked all day here, and this is it. This is a piece of breast. You can see, just like the barrel that was used for the gin. See that right there? There's a smoke ring on that chicken. This was, if I told you this was smoked on a commercial propane grill, would you believe me? It was. And the wood that I used for this, I actually foraged around the neighborhood. So let's try this chicken here. Smoky. It takes, I make Cornell chicken like that. This is why I don't do a food review. I talk too much. From me to you, you to me, to everyone else in the middle here, from the sea to shining sea, I wish you guys a good night, a good day, a good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Have a drink with me, come on in. If you're new, subscribe please, so we could do more of these reviews, and we'll just keep it going from there. Ciao, you bastards. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new, subscribe. If not, come on in. Let's drink some gin.
And your hair looks so handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go and play in the playground next, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. I love you.
Love you.